I swear this game never gets old. Mortal Kombat 2 for the Sega Genesis, arcade, Super Nintendo, or any platform is the greatest fighting game that will ever hit this planet.
Oh, the best game in the world, you say? They say that a man who lives in his past will be stuck within it forever. Words can draw illusions, actions draw attention. Now open up the world of my other dimension.
Where am I? I need to get the hell out of here.
Finally released after 6 years of torture. My beautiful creature of the earth, free yourself from the shackles of your human oppressors. The burdens of time can do that to us all. You!
Who, me?
You have been the cause of my enragement. For the last 6 years, I have been through torture because of you.
Wait a minute. That voice. How about this right here?
What the hell are you doing? Put that shit back.
Said play a shitty game though, right, motherfucker?
Put that shit back, motherfucker. You obey me at once. What? Oh no. What the fuck? What? Hey,
Nothing better
what the
than
fuck are you doing, you neck-headed motherfucker? Hey, turn off that fucking game. Hey, no, okay. No.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Why, of course, you nappy-headed fool.
Yeah. I remember Power Rangers for the Genesis.
I remember this used to be one of my favorite fighting games on the Genesis. But then again, there weren't that many great fighting games on the console. But ever since games like Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Tekken, and even Virtua Fighter came on the scene, it just seems like this game couldn't age. The controls are stiffer than a woolly mammoth cock inside a snake's asshole. The graphics were amazing back in the day, but now, it's no different than being excited about opening a box of Pop-Tarts and then making it to the final one. And then the special attacks on here are just hard to pull off. The only reason I don't punish this, however, because it was from one of my favorite shows. It did follow the trials and issues that occurred in the first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2. A lot of people didn't like this game, particularly due to its difficulty, but I was always able to go through it without any problem. In the middle point of the game, similar to the show, you unlock Tommy, the Green Ranger. And then you release him from Rita's spell. My favorite parts are the Mighty Morphin scene, and you get to fight other creatures with the Megazord. In the end, you have to fight something called the Cyclopolis, and he was also the final boss in the Super Nintendo version. He's really not too bad, and if you counter his attacks and wait patiently, you'll discover that this fight will last no longer than 5 minutes. I guess this isn't a great game, but it's still nostalgic for me considering it was like one of the only Power Rangers games on the Genesis. And if anybody that had a Genesis knows what I'm talking about, it was only like 2 Power Rangers games. It was the Power Rangers, the movie game, and then it was this. So this still remains in the Hall of Fame for
me. You thought that was enough to stop me, but once again, you're wrong. I am Lukeman the Sorcerer, protector of Sebek, and because of you, I haven't been able to send sorceress in the last 6 years! Ugh.
Hey, that's not my fault your dick is dry.
You shall be punished for your atrocities! Your labors of video game hell begin now!
Before there was Grand Theft Auto, there was the Speed Rumbler. Now this game was very risky during this time. It involved terrorism during a time when it wasn't feared as much as communism. And you could actually get out of your car and shoot people. But it's going to be one of the most painful games you could ever play, regardless of what time it's being played.
The game is very simple to understand but difficult to play. Your goal is to reach the end of the stage, where you're going to have a lot of things blocking you. It begins with you running after a kidnapped woman and jumping inside this DeLorean and going after them. It's hard trying to steer this thing through all of this chaos. You could get out and run, but you die in one shot, and you can't move as fast on foot as you can in the car. I mean, at least they get out of their vehicles and fight with you too. You move like a snake driving this thing. I mean, it's like it sways left and right, but it's like as if the axle broke and just spun the suspension way out of control. I don't know why it takes so long to burn out in a car. I mean, typically cars can go from 0 to 40 in 3 seconds, so what the hell is going on with this thing? Whatever you do, time your breakthroughs. If you don't, then you'll get trapped. I mean, you could try everything. You could try to get away from trying to Kyrie Irving this shit or whatever, but if you don't time this shit right, it's suicide. Whatever you do, time your breakthroughs. If you don't, then you'll get entrapped. I mean, you could try everything from trying to Kyrie Irving this shit or whatever, but if you don't time it right, then it's suicide, and you have to complete each level within 4 minutes. Now, I hate the checkpoint status. Whenever you die and lose your 3 characters, you'll get a game over as usual. But for every life you lose, which happens in a matter of seconds, you have to start much further back from your original death spot. And for every time you die, the game adds 5 seconds to your time. Shit, car's about to explode. Fuck it, do it the easy way. Come on, get him, go. Oh wow. I wish there were a bird's eye perspective for each level. Maybe that'd give you an idea of where to go. But you know, you have to have some way to spot all your enemies. Other than that, I mean, you just have to drive it and just randomly just try to avoid them. No other way. Man, this becomes a nuisance when trying to steer through this cliffside, because not only are you battling the rigid steering of this car, but these rotating platforms now get in the way. And any slight steer in the wrong direction sends you overboard, and then you'll have to start all over. Come on, gotta make it. Oh, what the fuck, man? Go, man. Go, you got people to say. I don't get it, like, are his tires made of banana peels? Like, why the hell is this car so damn slippery? You could barely move without getting smushed by something. And then you have these fucking mega tanks that have these rockets attached to them. Come on. Go. Go. Fuck! Screw it.
Again, man. Lukeman, can't do this.
You must understand the change of time never really changed.
As you've seen before in my Black Tiger review, Ghosts and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts is one of the hardest games to hit this planet. And they recreated this with Maximo versus Army of Zin.
Essentially, this is a remake of all those games, but with a twist. This time, the Grim Reaper assists you because of an issue of somebody stealing souls and not allowing them to be free in the afterlife. You can incarnate into him whenever this meter with the flashing skull on the far left of the screen gets full. It's not really anything special because he only lasts for a few seconds. He at least glides, so maybe it'll help morphing. Like when you morph in him, maybe it'll help get into certain areas in certain levels throughout the game. You have to make your way through these villages and towns, killing skeletons and robotic statues and save as many people as possible. You'll need to find gold coins to find merchants to upgrade your health bars and armor class. The main issue is that there's never enough and you can't carry an assortment of items. That makes no sense. Like, why would he just jump up and go on this unknown quest without knowing exactly what he needs? Clearly you're going to need a shield, a sword, and maybe some potions and herbs and food or backpacks and water or something. I mean, you're going to need more than just a damn shield and a sword if you're going to go on this unknown journey. It makes no fucking sense. It's not hard trying to figure out where to go, but you can easily get lost. I mean lost as in trying to figure out where the enemies are. Like once you kill all the enemies in this burning barn, you can wander around in this room and you can jump from this window and then you'll find out that's where the enemies are. But other than that, you'll just be wandering forever and you won't see a single enemy. And if you don't find any of the enemies, then you can't progress throughout the game. If you're lucky, you can reach the gold standard with armor, but it really doesn't last long. Once you get hit once, it goes away. And if you're even more lucky, you can reach the first boss. Now, the way I was able to reach this evil house with chicken feet, he first is a pain in the ass because he charges at you over and over again, and you have to sort of dodge roll out of the way. But the main issue is the fact that whenever he tries to go after you, it's hard to orientate where he is. And then after that, you fight him in his second form, and this time he's a robotic lizard with machine gun cannon. You'll get to upgrade your weapons, and then you'll get this giant sledgehammer. It's okay, but it's erratic and it isn't too good with counterattacks. The most useful point for this hammer is when you have to get to this tombstone to levitate. You have spiders trying to stop you, and then you have to make these near impossible jumps to release all of them down to get to the other side of the forest. Then you go through these underground caverns and you make your way above ground, and you navigate your way through these narrow platforms, minding you that there are no unlimited continues, so when you die, you start at the last checkpoint, and then when you lose all your lives, the game ends. Now I mean, shouldn't unlimited continues be on every game since the year 2000? Why the hell were they still using this system of this 3 continues bullshit? Okay, gotta make this. Let's go, man. Oh, fuck, man. Fuck! Fuck, this fucking game is just painful. That's all my continues. Which means if I want to keep playing, I have to start at the beginning of that part again, at that checkpoint where I only have like 2 lives, and I still have a lack of resources. So that would be like going in the same bullshit cycle over and over and over again. That's fucking torture. Fuck this.
I can't beat this game. What's next?
Trial 1 of your many labors is over, but it is also just the beginning.